Hello everybody, welcome. This is Epsilon, and today we are streaming off my normal hours because I just realized I want to be able to stream this week. So yeah, sorry guys. Oh crap, where's my headphones? Right there. Okay. Last time we played this game, we did 3 things of trivia, which took a while. I now have super trivia to do, and I started it last stream. I didn't get very far in it. I'm going to do this, or try to do this, without looking up any sort of, answers or anything. So, I guess we should begin. That's probably just gonna be what this entire stream is, by the way. It's just trivia time. Don't expect any dungeon diving or other side quests. Just this today. Anyway. Let us do the 100 question quiz. By the way, is the audio sounding good today? Sounds good to me. Yeah, I knew you were kind of the person who loves a challenge. Okay, if you get a question wrong, you have to start over. Good luck. Which of these is made from milk? That would be yogurt. The author of Crime and Punishment is Dostoevsky. How many legs does a spider have? 8. Lionel Richie was a member of which group? I think it was Commodores from the last stream. If I recall correctly, this could be wrong though. Okay, good. A trumpet is a musical instrument. Which of these lays the most eggs at one time? I have no idea. Sardines? No, crap. Okay, we only got 5 in that time, guys. Wow. This is gonna be a very long stream, isn't it? I'm not gonna be able to stream the entire time, though. Probably, anyway. What animal uses such truffles? Pigs. What year did Mussolini's fascist party take over in 1922? You can't use your hands in which of these games? That would be soccer, unless you're a goalie. Who was the U.S. president when the U.S. had the most troops in Vietnam? I forgot. Was it Kennedy? No. Johnson? I don't think it was Nixon, right? Nixon got out. Maybe it was Nixon and Kennedy was the one who started. I can't remember now. 300 years ago, the first roller coaster was built in Russia. The 3 most well-known teas are Darjeeling, Assam, and I think it was Kimun? Okay. Who was the first president of the United States? Washington. 1922, we already saw this one. Dostoevsky. What do you buy in the butcher shop? Meat. That would be the Commodores. Who was the president? Was it Nixon? No. Really? Who was it then? I don't know, guys. Let's see. In ancient Rome, Nero tried to destroy the city by fire. Even though he really didn't try to do that. That was not him. London is in England. What is the modern name of Constantinople? It's still Constantinople in my heart. Istanbul. What is the capital of Brazil? It's Brasilia, right? Who was the first singer heard in the USA for the Africa's We Are the World? I don't know. Ray Charles? Nope. Crap. This is, educational stream today, guys. It's the first time I've done an educational stream. What is the main ingredient of the Thai soup Tom Yum Goong? I think it was shrimp, right? When America declared independence in 1776, there were 13 states. Which of these is an insect? That would be a beetle. Speaking of, it is Japanese beetle season now, guys. It is destroying the gardens. I hate them. Who led the Russian Revolution and founded the Soviet Union? That would be Lenin. The Machu Picchu ruins are representatives of... Ah, crap. I don't remember. Mayan is up in Mexico, right? So, Andes? Okay. The Andes Mountains, right? How many minutes are in an hour? That is 60. Sting was a member of which rock band? The Police? I kind of remember that from the last stream. Which one of these American cities is farthest north? That's on the coast in the south. It's halfway up the city. Chicago. Okay. The highest mountain in the world is Everest. Christianity became the official religion of the Roman Empire with what? Was it the Edict of Rome? No, Edict of Milan, maybe? Or Greece? I don't know. I got close to 10, guys. What of these is a winter sport? Skiing? Nope, skateboard. No, skiing. I was thinking of snowboarding. What do you buy when a butcher shop? Meat. The Apollo project, the first landing on the moon, was 11, right? Yes, okay. The following events in American history, which is the oldest? Revolutionary War. In ancient Rome, that's fire. What year was Hall & Oates' hit album Private Eyes? 1981. Oh my gosh, that was right. 13. Brasilia. Lenin. What did these takes a photo? A camera. Russian, Soviet, Russia, in which case the TV takes photos of you. I'm not gonna screw this one up again. Hitler was born in Austria. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? Sure. Hey, we finally got to the 80s, guys. Which one of these American cities is farthest north? That's Chicago. Which of these is not a multiple of 12? That would be 30. Which ethnic group founded the Etruscans? Not being screwed over by that one again. What is the name B.B. King gave to his guitar? Lucille. Which one of these insects does not pupate? The butterfly? Nope. Nope, Sean knew that wasn't the right answer. Let's see, Apollo 11. Which of these is a type of cheese? It's not a type of cheese. Kaiser? 13. The French author of the Social Contract is... Was it Rousseau or was it Montesquieu, guys? Rousseau, okay. Grapes are used to make which of these? Wine. How many years after his last album did George Michael release Older? Seven. No. Okay. Oh my gosh, guys, this is terrible. London is in England. Istanbul. Brasilia. Am I gonna have to cheat this, guys? I hope I don't have to. Who was the first singer in We Are the World? Stevie Wonder! No, that's not it. Who was the composer of Canon in D minor? Bach. No, Heinrich. Shit, I don't know. Which of these is called the King of the Beasts? That would be a lion. Machu Picchu is the Andes culture. A camera. The Police. Let's see, which of these machines plays music? That would be a cassette deck. Yeah, the younger generation has no idea what a cassette is. Which of these units is used to measure the frequency of sound waves? That would be a hertz. Or hertz. The Z. Skiing is a winter sport. Which of these is not one of the three laws? Oh no. Oh no. So you have laws in motion. We'll say emotionless, enacted by an external force, equal and opposite reactions. Is it gravity? Newton didn't do... Okay, yeah, okay. Which of these led to an attack on the British ships in Boston Harbor? See, here's the thing. They didn't attack the British ships in Boston Harbor. They just threw the tea overboard. The ships were fine, were they not? Let's see, the French Revolution began in 1789, I believe, right? Is that right? It was just before Napoleon, right? The Franco-Prussian War began in 1870. Thank you, Victoria, too! What did Jimi Hendrix do at the Monterey Pop Festival? I don't know. Broke his guitar. I mean, I feel like the last two also count as breaking the guitar. So I hope it's not one of those two. Let's see, this one, shrimp. I accidentally skipped through that one, but okay, we're good. Beetle. Lenin. Andes. 60. The Police. Chicago. Everest. The Edict of Milan? It is the Edict of Milan. My bad, guys. I should have known that, I guess. Which of these is a mammal? That would be a raccoon. Let's see, the tea tax. What war did the opium, or what year did the Opium War break out between Britain and China? It's in the 1800s. I think there were two of them, actually, right? I do not remember which of these years. 1851 sounds more correct because I'm not sure if the technology was quite there for them to wage war all the way across in China. The Victorian era began in 1836. That's 1840. The coronation of Queen Victoria, I think, was 1839. So 1851. No, fuck. Okay, 1840. It should have been 1840 then. I guess. Maybe it was 1748, but I'm pretty sure it was in the 1800s. What is another common name for the computer software that would be a program? Which Asian product was most prized in the 13th century Europe? That would be spices. Pink Floyd released Dark Side of the Moon in 1978. Nope. Fuck. Okay. 1973. I think that's what it is, actually. I think I made that same mistake last time. No, not I was tapping X. I didn't mean to. Mussolini came to power in 1922. Dostoevsky wrote Crime and Punishment. You buy meat at a butcher shop. Lionel Mitchell was a member of the Commodores. Which president? Who was the president when the U.S. had the most troops in Vietnam? Johnson? Okay. This is the wrong answer, but whatever. Who was the first Roman emperor? Augustus Caesar. I think I said Augustus Julius Caesar last time, but that's because they both have Caesar as the last name, and I just kind of like blended their names together. Julius Caesar was not an emperor. He was the dictator of the Roman Republic. Whatever. Something like that. What is the name of the fusion of Greek and Oriental cultures? That would be Hellenistic? Oriental as in... I assume it means Oriental as in the Near East, right? Like Turkey? What island was Napoleon born on? Was it Corsica? Which of these has a long nose? An elephant. I mean, technically they all have... Well, no, the rabbit does not have a long nose, but I would say they all have, you know, relatively long noses compared to humans. Elephant, though. What year was Rome set? What year wasn't Rome set? I don't remember the answer, though. think Rome collapsed in 470, right? Was it Heinrich? Was it Mozart? I don't know, guys. I'm dumb, because I am an American. And we don't learn this stuff in school. Not even the first president of the USA, okay? Let's see. Commodores, Johnson, Fire, Augustus, Brasilia, Hellenistic, Corsica, almost in Sicily, an elephant, what year was Rome set, guys? Rome was set like 3 times. 395, no, crap. I would be angry if it is the first one. Should just go through them all, one at a time. Capital of the U.S. is Washington, D.C. Which of these plays music? A cassette deck. A rebellion against the East Indian Company in 1857 by Indian mercenaries is... I thought the Boxer Rebellion was in China, right? Mughals were in India, right? But I'm not sure what the Sepoy of the Dreyfus are. Mughal? Nope, okay. So it was one of the other two then. Everest skiing. Who apologized to the Pope during the investiture controversy? I don't remember. I remember having this question last stream, and I got it right. No, was it Henry IV? I don't remember. I don't think it was one of the first two, but it might have been. I don't know. Let's see. Pig search for truffles. 1922. You can not use your hands in soccer. Oh shit, the goalie. Johnson. Belgium declared independence in 1831 from the Netherlands, right? They shouldn't have. Screw Belgium. Which of these is not a cheese? Kaiser. No offense if you're Belgian. Einhard, hello, welcome. Thanks for coming. Are you here to laugh at me? Because I don't know basic knowledge? Like a Virgin was Madonna's 4th album. No, crap. .300, Russia. Kimum. Washington. They don't even ask these questions in the same order, guys. I think they have, like, segments of questions, which is why we're seeing them repeated, but, like, it's not the same question in the same order each time. Let's see. I don't even think I've gotten through like 25 of them yet. I haven't even gotten through a quarter of these yet. Let's see. Johnson. Fire. Augustus. Brasilia. Hellenistic. Corsica. Elephant. 456. Okay, it's 375 AD, guys. That's the only question. That's the only answer I've not chosen yet. Mozart. It's Pachelbel. I don't even know who that is. King of the Beasts is the lion. No, crap. I was spamming X. It takes too long for some of these questions to go through. Pachelbel made canon in D. Well, glad you know that, because I certainly don't. Or didn't. Spices. Dark Side of the Moon was 1973, right? Okay. 1922 for Mussolini. A raccoon is a mammal. Johnson. Edison. Was it Edison? Crap, now I can't remember. Edison? Yes. What inspired Hinckley to attempt the assassination of President Ronald Reagan? A movie? Okay, I don't know what movie it is, but sure. Augustus. Sumo is the national sport of Japan, along with Mount Fuji. Who contained the first expedition to sail around the world? That would be Magellan. Oh, Captain. My bad. I can't read. Which of these albums covers shows the four Beatles' entire bodies? I want to say it was Abbey Road, and I only know that because of the last stream, but this could be wrong. Oh, it's right. Okay. Which of these stars is in the constellation Lyra? Altair? Altair or whatever? No, I don't know. Named Epsilon. That is my name, yes. Doesn't know stars. I don't know constellations, okay? I'm not into astrology, alright? I don't have that type of menhariness. Let's see, takes photo, camera. Sting was in the Police. A cassette deck plays music. Hertz measures sound waves, or frequency anyway. Skiing is a winter sport. The law of gravity is not one of Newton's 3 laws of motion. Boston Harbor, the tea tax. Apollo 11 landed on the moon. French Revolution 1789. Franco-Prussian War 1870. Spun his guitar. Okay, he either burned his guitar or melted it. Considering how both of this have something to do with heat, I probably should have guessed one of those first and second. It just seems stupid to do that to your, you know, instrument that you make a living from. Let's see, was it Henry IV? Yes, it was. Okay. Raccoons are mammals. What year was Color by the Numbers released in? I don't know. I don't know. It's probably one of these three because they're all in 1980 something. 1980? No. There's way too many questions that I don't know the answer to. It's gonna ruin my streak right when I get to like the last answer. It's gonna be one of those questions. Fire. Private Eyes. Private Eyes is another musical instrument thing. Also in the 1980s. 1981. Okay, 1981, guys. For Private Eyes. Austria. Don't make my mistake, guys. Chicago. 30. Trustons. Lucille. Okay, so I think the bottom three all do it. I don't know why I thought Butterfly. I know Butterfly's pupate. Hell, I played Pokemon since Gen 1. Obviously I would know that. I'm just dumb. I think it's crickets, though. 375 AD is when Rome was set. Which of these measures electric current? The ampere. Which part of the owl's body is a different size than the right and left? I don't know. I don't know. Would it be ears? Would it be eyes? I don't think it's eyes. I think if it was wings, they wouldn't be able to fly. They do sometimes run on their... You sometimes see them on one leg, but I feel like it's not leg, though. They have the coolest ears? Okay, we'll go with that. Thank you. 1789. That allows them to hear in 3D. They hear in 3D? Wait, like a bat? What is the world's largest lake? That would be the Caspian Sea. Which is the famous Greek... Who is the famous Greek philosopher who expounded the theory of idealism? Was that Plato or Socrates? Plato. Okay. Which of the following has a connection with Louis the 16th? Is it the Declaration of Rights? Yes, okay. I knew it was not the Magna Carta or the Protestant Reformation. I was pretty sure War of Independence was a reference to the American War for Independence, but I wasn't positive. America's not the only country that's had a war for independence, so... How many pencils are there in one gross? What the What is a gross? Well, it seems to either be one of these two answers. 120? No, 144. See, I think it has something to do with the number 12. Because three of the answers are in the 100s. And then the last answer is a 2-digit number. And it's 12. The first one is 12 times 12. And the second one is 12 times 10. I have no idea what a gross is. I've never heard of that before. It's probably 144. Beijing is the capital of China. Spices. Hertz. I think it was 1973. Yogurt. Law of gravity. A trumpet is a musical instrument. What was invented in the Renaissance? The printing press, right? What? Oh, not invented during the Renaissance. I can't read. I can't read. These glasses are just for show, guys. I can't actually read. I just pretend to be smart. They expect me to write this down? No. I was told last stream that I had to do this without looking anything up. I got dyslexia. I do have dyslexia, so... If you roll 2 dice, what are the odds that both will come up even? So it's 1 and 2 times 1 and 2. That's 1 and 4. How many years after his last album did George Michael release Older? 10. No, I have no idea. I'm gonna have to start using save states at this rate, guys. It's been 30 minutes. I still haven't even gotten like a quarter through these. Crime and Punishment, Dostoevsky. I do want to get through this tonight. Let's see. Commodores. A musical instrument. Which one of these lays the most eggs at one time? I don't think it was sardine. So sunfish? Yeah, sunfish. Awesome. Definitely knew that. The monk said to be the Middle Ages' most famous natural scientist. Bacon. Hellenistic culture. Program. The Christian movement to reclaim the Iberian Peninsula was a Reconquista. I'm gonna do like a save state every 10. How about that? Your sprite moving back and forth. It's more entertaining than it should be. What is the main ingredient of cake? Flour. I almost said sugar. Which album was Sammy Hagar's first as the lead singer of Van Halen? 5150? I think it is 5150. From last stream. Which American company began mass producing automobiles in 1913? Ford? I had no idea, guys. Which nation built the wall dividing Berlin in 1961? I mean, I feel like this is kind of a trick question. Oh, come on! You can't tell me it was East Germany. I mean, it was, but like, they were part of the Soviet Union. They were just a colony, or a puppet state. Wait, is this gonna be the same questions and the same answer? Oh, I think it is. How many days? Now I feel like I can't do the whole save state. How many days were there between 1990 and 1999? That would be 365 plus 2 leap years. It seeded, apparently. Yeah, you're right. In England's War of the Roses, the red rose stood for which family? It was either York or Lancaster. York? Crap. Ah. Okay. I'll do save states in 15 minutes if I can't do this without. I already know I'm not going to be able to do all 100 without save states, though. Like a Virgin, third album. Spices. Hurts. I didn't mean to accidentally click through that, but okay. That's 4 answers that were the top one in a row. And the steam engine was not invented in the Renaissance. I can read now. What inspired? That would be a movie. That would be England. Mass-producing automobiles and Ford. That would be shrimp. Abbey Road. 3652. 1870. Which of these is not an oxide? I mean, I know these two are, but is vinegar an oxide? This is just HCl, right? Does vinegar happen because it oxidizes something? I didn't know that vinegar was an oxide. Which of the following... who founded the yellow hat set in Tibet in 1500? The Dalai Lama? Vinegar doesn't kill you. Fair. What is the name of Tron's brother? Tron? Oh! Sorry, guys. I was thinking of like the movie Tron, not in this game. Okay. Which people settled Mesopotamia in or around 3000? That would be the Sumerians. Okay, I'm gonna save state again. What is the surface of an earthworm's body like? It's kind of scaly. Oh, screw you. It totally has... It's not like real scales, but it has like little segments in it. You're not going to tell me it's smooth, right? I just save stated that, guys. My bad. I had to restart now. I saved instead of loaded. Second. Okay. London is in England. 1 in 4. A program. I was 1/5 of the way there. That's pretty good. Which of these is not a warm-blooded animal? Not a warm-blooded animal. Are sharks warm-blooded? I think they use the ocean to heat them up, do they not? Okay. Which of the following empires lasted the longest? I think it was the Ottomans. Well, technically speaking, the Byzantines. Okay, good. Good. It should say the Eastern Roman Empire, though. The Soviet leader who made Perestroika his slogan was... Oh, shit. Gorbachev? Okay, good. The award ceremony for the Nobel Prize is in Helsinki, I think? Or is it Stockholm? Or is it Copenhagen? Or is it Oslo? I think it's in Stockholm. Henry IV. Raccoon. China, Beijing. Yes, China is the capital of Beijing, guys. Spices were famous. Hertz, measure sound waves. 1973 for Dark Side of the Moon. Pretty sure Nobel was... Wait, Nobel was Dutch? Oh, crap. Then it's Copenhagen. I thought it was Swedish. You might be right, though. Nobel was Dutch. That might be correct. I think you are correct, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm not even looking at the questions now. I'm looking at the answers and going, oh, I know what this question is. Let's see, a movie, England, Ford, shrimp, Abbey Road, 3652, 1870, hydrochloric acid, the Dalai Lama, Teasel, Etruscans, the Sumerians. I don't like this question. I don't like this question. I'm gonna say smooth. All right. What do you say an earthworm is then, game? He wasn't Dutch? Okay, so he is Swedish then? It's hairy! What do you mean it's hairy? Hold on. Hold on. Let me look something up right quick, guys. Earthworm. Hair? Earthworms can possess tiny, bristly, hair-like structures called setae on their body segments. That's more like a scale than hair to me. Are you kidding me? Rome was set in 375 AD. Largest desert in the world is Sahara. Capital of the U.S. is Washington, D.C. Highest latitude, I believe, was London, right? Which of these is a vehicle? I mean, a bicycle, obviously, but a missile is a vehicle to sending people to the afterlife. And a computer is a vehicle for information. And a light bulb is a vehicle for light. The bicycle, though. Everest. Which of these stars is in the constellation Lyra? Well, I better save state again so I can figure out the frickin' answer is. Sirius? I didn't think it was Sirius. Is it Canopus? It's Vega! Vega! Let's see, what was the name of the war between Maria Theresa and Prussia in 1756? That was the 30 Years' War, I believe, right? No? Okay. And it was the 7 Years' War, maybe. Seven Years' War. You buy meat at a butcher shop. An Ampere. Kaiser. Common element is iron, I believe. Soviet Union, it was Gorbachev. Program. Reconquista. Kimon. I didn't mean to accident. Whatever. We got to 63 though, I'll take it. I mean, I did kind of save state there, but I got a couple answers that I was looking for. Grapes are used to make wine, guys. Programs. What was the World War II alliance? Okay, that was the Axis. That was a new question, guys. At least I knew the answer to that. What was the title of Huey Lewis's In the News' 1983 album? I'm going to start save stating on the questions I don't know. And then at the very end of this, I'm going to get like a wrong answer and then try to go through it all again. Science. It's not science, guys. Resort. Huey Lewis is power. Sports. These are game questions straight up. Game show questions straight up, yep. Let's see. Darjeeling, Assam, and Kimon. Here's the thing. I mentioned this last time. The only one that I regularly hear of is Darjeeling. I've heard of Assam. I've never heard of Kimon. Never. I've heard of Lipton all the time. So I have no idea who wrote these questions. Or who determined these answers. How long does Halley's Comet take to cycle around the sun? I think it's a long time. Is it 99 years? I don't think it is. Yeah, I want to say it's like 66. No, it's 76. 66 or 76? 76. 1922. 8. What year did Lincoln issue the Emancipation Proclamation? I think that was at 63? Okay, yeah. This was 30 years ago. Fair point, yes. Who was president of the U.S. when it was had the most shots? Johnson. Vega. The House of Lancaster. How many albums did the Sex Pistols release, not including compilations? Was it 3? Was it 1? I want to say that I tried 2 last stream. Yeah, it's just 1. I don't understand how they can release compilations if they only ever had 1 album. The radius of Earth? I thought it was like 20,000 miles, but maybe I'm thinking of kilometers. Yeah, it has to be like 25,000 miles then. I'm doing diameter. I'm thinking diameter. My bad. It's like, what? How are those not the answer? It's like America's like 2,000 miles long. Crimean War broke out 1853, I believe. I'm pretty sure it was 1853. Or maybe it ended in 1853. Oh, hell, I don't know! Okay, 1853. Gorbachev. What is the natural enemy of shrimp? The octopus. Reconquista. What is not a Benelux country? That would be Denmark. Was pretty sure it was 2016. Again. 30 years ago, guys. 30 years ago. Who was the leader of the Italian unification movement? Gariano, Garibaldi, Gulliver, Gariano, or Gariano. I don't know how Italian works. Garimal. Garibaldi? Sure. Which American company began mass-producing auto? Ford. If you throw 2 dice, what are the odds of getting a 9? So you have... you have 6 and 3, 4 and 5, 5 and 6. Sorry, what? No. Sorry. 6 and 3, 4 and 5. It's just those 2, right? But then you can also do 5 and 4 and 3 and 6. I don't like this question. Give me a new one. Is it a 1 and 6, I guess? No? Screw you. So you have a 1 in 6 chance of getting a 3, a 4, or a 5 on each of them. But then you have to get a corresponding number on the other one. I'm just gonna guess because I don't want to math. Is it 1 in 9? Really? I don't like that math, but I guess it's correct. If you divide 29 gun drops equally among X people and have 5 left over, what is X? So basically, what is 29 divided by 5? Nope, sorry. 24 divided by X. We save. 24 divided by X with a remainder of 5, right? My brain don't want to work today now, guys. I think it's 6, right? Yes, because... Yeah, 6. Doi. 24. What is the capital of China? Beijing. Russia built the first roller coaster 300 years ago. Which of these is a reptile? That would be a chameleon. What was the Confederate capital during the American Civil War? I think it was Richmond, wasn't it? You would think I would know this, being from the South, but I don't. Okay, I guess I did know that. Alright, which body of water has the highest water level in the world? This is different than which one's the largest one in the world, right? Is it Lake Victoria? No. Great Salt Lake? Lake Titicaca? I don't know where Lake Titicaca is, but I think that's it. Frick you! I didn't think you registered my X. Noble gas is argon, right? I got made fun of last time for not knowing that answer. Which of these animals has a long nose? An elephant. Augustus. Sumo. Corsica. Law of gravity. I don't know, so let's save this one as well. I think this is the first time I've seen this question. In which Brazilian city is the famous Copacabana beach found? Rio de Janeiro, or whatever. What year did the Opium War break out? Is it 1840? Okay, it was 1840. How old was King Louis XVI of France when he was crowned? Which animal can lose its tail to escape from enemies? Lizards can do that. What country did Columbus think he was in when he found America? India. What is the name of Tron's brother? Cecil. What did the following have the lowest chance of being born? This was a stupid question. I think it was male tortoise shell cats. Yes, okay. That's what I thought the answer was from last stream, but I could not remember. What did the following is a computer programming language? Basic. You liked that question, didn't you, Weinhardt? Where was Euro Disneyland built? I think it was Paris? Which of these is not a type of peas? Which of these is not found in Paris? In Buckingham Palace. How many minutes are in an hour? That would be 60. Hey, we're halfway done. There are some really stupid questions in here. I know. Everest. Which country did not fight Egypt in the Middle East War? England? Maybe it was France. What the fuck? What is the Middle East War? What are we classifying as the Middle East War? America loves fighting in the Middle East, guys. What's going on here? Israel fighting wars ever. I didn't even consider Israel not being the answer right then. What does the Roman numeral M represent? 1000. Lincoln was, I think, was he the 16th president? 1860, 76, that's 100 divided by 4 equals 20 something, right? But no, it's not quite 20. It's the 16th, because we also had, you know, double-term presidents. Let's see, Leonardo da Vinci did The Last Supper. Apollo 11. Fe is iron, or ferrum, or whatever. What is the temperature of a cigarette flame? And I should ask my brother. I think it's like 530, no. Wait, what? I undid my save state? You could do that? There we go. 420. I did click 420. Is that why that's the meme? Is that why? I have to look this up, guys. Let's see. 420 was the time. Are you kidding me? It was 420, but not because of the meme? That's not what the meme's named after? I guess so. I guess so. But why? When did the American Civil War start? That would be 1861. What organ does a snake use to sense heat? Pits? Who led the Russian Revolution? Lenin. What is the name of a unique feature found on the Scandinavian coast? A ford, I believe? Which of these takes a photo? Cameras. The Java bat has a wingspan of 6 feet 5 inches. Yeah, fjord. Rousseau wrote The Social Contract. Which of these composers is considered a romanticist? Wagner. I was right. What parts of a spider's body are attached with no clear separation? I think it's the head and torso, or torso and abdomen. I think it's one of these two, right? Head and torso. In addition to using gills, loaches use what to breathe? I think it's lungs. If you roll a 2 dice, what are the odds that both will come up even? That is 1 in 4. How many atmospheres can a 30-meter water-resistant stand? I forget if it's 3 or if it's 4. Okay, it's 4. Etruscans founded Rome. What is the name of the war between Maria Theresa and Prussia in 1756? 7 Years' War? Origami. Crickets. DNA is shaped like a double helix. Which of these igneous rocks is most common? I don't know. Going off of my Dwarf Fortress playthroughs, it's one of these two. Basalt. Okay, that's not right. Gabbro. Is it granite? I don't even know what rhyolite is. I don't think I've ever seen that in Dwarf Fortress. Basalt has vibes. I mean, I do see a lot of granite in Dwarf Fortress, but I feel like I see Gabbro and Basalt more often. What year did World War II begin? It depends on which country you're looking at, but 1939 is usually the answer. Numbers that can only be divided by themselves in 1 are called prime numbers. The French Revolution began in 1789. Which of these is not a Great Lake? That would be Chaplin Lake. The T-Tact. Don't blow it. I'm gonna blow it. I'm gonna intentionally blow it because I want to go back through this and see if I remember everything. Which of the following has a connection with Louis XVI? That would be the Declaration of Rights. How many years after his last album did George Michael release Older? So this is one of the questions I just don't know. 3 years. 5 years. Okay, that was correct. What did Jimi Hendrix do at the Monterey Pop Festival? Again, I don't know which one of these it is. That one makes the most sense. I guess melting a guitar would require him having some sort of like blast furnace on stage. So makes sense to me. The pillar of flame caused by an eruption on the sun's surface is called a flare, I believe, right? Is it a corona? A prominence? I thought the corona was something else. I thought this was a virus, so it's a prominence. I didn't know that answer. What does the mistletoe use to attach itself to host trees? Burbs. Sting is a member of the police. How many degrees is the interior of a pentagram? That's 5, right? That's 5, right? Do you add 90 each time, or is it 180 that you do each time? So a triangle is 180, a square is 360. So a pentagram would be 360 plus 180, which would be 540, and then you divide that by 5. 540 divided by 5 is 1... Wait, hold on. 360 plus 180, that's 540 divided by 5, it's 1... And you have 40, so that'll be 108? 108 degrees? Henry IV. Commodores, what is the last question? Take a deep breath. All right, am I ready? Here we go. Which of these lasted the longest? The Byzantine Empire, obviously. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna intentionally fail this one, guys. And we're gonna do this again from the ground up. Highest mountain in the world, guys, is Mount Everest. The following skiing is a winter sport. Okay. The person who apologized to the Pope during the investiture controversy was Henry IV. A raccoon is a mammal. I don't remember the answer to this question. Color by Numbers was released in 1986. Fuck. 1983. 1983. It was 1983. Let's see. A beetle is an insect. Lenin read the Russian Revolution. Machu Picchu is representative of the Andes culture. There's more than 100 questions. That's the question. Is there? What? Okay. I should not have restarted then. I was assuming that there was only 100 questions. Okay. Well then. Which of these is furthest north? That is Chicago. I don't remember seeing that in the 100 that I just did. Edict of Milan. I didn't see that one in the last batch of 100 either, I think. That's not good. The T-Tex. 1840 for the Opium War. Which of these has the highest body of water? Highest water level in the world. Lake Titicaca. Which of these is not a Great Lake? The Chaplin Lake. Jimi Hendrix burned his guitar at the Monterey Pop Festival. The bicycle is a vehicle. The prominence is the pillar of flame caused by an eruption of the sun's surface. 30 is not a multiple of 12. Buckingham Palace is not in Paris. Crickets do not pupate. BASIC is a computer programming language. Lincoln was the 16th president of the US. Amperes measure electric current. The Renaissance did not invent the steam engine. That is what founded the Industrial Revolution, basically. A program is another name for a computer software. The main ingredient of cake is flour. Ferdinand, hello! The fact he's going through all of them multiple times is crazy. What base is the Babylonian counting method? Are you kidding me? How would I know? I'm safe stating for this. I bet it's gonna be something stupid like 60. It was 60! Why? How do you do base 60? How does base 60 even work? Hold on. This is something I'm gonna have to look up later. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on like a tab. Let's see. How does base 60 work? Okay. I'll look into that later after the stream. Let's go back to the stream for now. Where's the game? Okay, there we go. Which of these machines plays music? Cassette desk. Stockholm, okay. Good thing we verified he was not Dutch. Yogurt. The Last Supper. The Dalai Lama. What group sang Hungry Like the Wolves? Is that Duran Duran? It measures time? Lancaster was represented by the red rose in the English, whatever, War of the Roses. FE stands for iron. You can see because it has an FE in its name. Ferrum. What is the currency of America? The dollar. That's a new question, actually. 420, blaze it. Apparently earthworms are hairy, guys. Spiders have 8 legs. Crocodiles are known to sometimes swallow small stones to aid in digestion, I believe. What? But that's what birds do it for, and the crocodiles are basically just water birds. Is it to use as weights? I bet it's to use as weights, actually, to keep them on the bottom of the water. Programs. 60. Kibon. Spices. Everest. My voice is going hoarse, guys. 1973. 1922. Raccoon. Frick! I was spamming X because I think it makes your dialogue go by faster, and it just, I screwed up. Shrimp. 13. Beetle. Lenin. Andes. 60. Chicago. Everest. The Edict of Milan. Raccoon. The tea tax. 1840. Highest body level, Lake Titicaca. Chaplin Lake. Why does that question always follow the other one? Burn his guitar. Bicycle. Prominence. 30. Buckingham Palace. Cricket. Basic. 16. Ampere. Steam engine. What is another program? I like how prominence is also a choice for that question. Flower. 60 base, apparently. Cassette desk. Stockholm. Yogurt. Last Supper. Dalai Lama. Duran Duran. Lancaster. Ferrum. Dollar. Double helix. 420. Harry. 8. To use as weights. Which of the following represented by one character in the periodic table? C-A-N-I-C. C is carbon. Chitin is not an element in the periodic table, right? N is nitrogen. Calcium is Ca. Because C would be calcium. Which means one of these other three is probably something similar to iron, where it does not have the same... I don't know what cerium or chitin are. Like, I mean, as an element. I don't remember them being on the elemental table. Nickel is definitely Ni, though, right? And this is definitely Ca, so it's one of these two. Cerium. What is cerium's letter? Cerium. Periodic symbol. Alright, Google's just not gonna load, apparently. I have to know what this is, guys. It's screwing with me. Element cerium has a symbol of Ce. That's 2! That's 2! What? Guys, did I read that question wrong? Hold on, what was that question again? Which one of these is represented by one character in the periodic table? 30 years ago? It only had one letter? 30 years ago? Well, what was it 30 years ago? What was cerium's periodic symbol 30 years ago? The atomic symbol. Atomic symbol. It's still telling me CE, guys. What if I said 40 years ago? It was still CE. Cerium, atomic symbol, single letter? Yeah, nothing's coming up for this, guys. Nothing is coming up for that. It was Z? Periodic symbol, Z. I'm still not finding anything for Googling that, but whatever. Wasting enough time as it is. Hertz. Hydrochloric acid. Which of these not? That's a shark. How many degrees is the interior of a pentagram? 108. Which of the following is a shellfish used to cultivate pearls? That would be oysters, right? Vaderling even a shellfish? I thought it was a fish. The monk. That's bacon. Reconquista. What was the Culture Club album Color by the Numbers? 1983, I think. Let me save state this one. Hitler was born in Austria. Russia invented the first roller coaster 300 years ago. Oh, this is a question I don't know the answer to. Was it the Sepoy Rebellion? Okay, so far so good, guys. What is Eric Clapton's nickname, which he used as a title for an album? Speed Hand. I finally missed one, guys. Light hand. I think it's magic hand, actually. Oops. What just happened? Why didn't you load? It's slow hand? Who names their... Screw it. I don't care. First president was Washington. The humid plains around the La Plata River in Latin America is called humid plains. Steppes are not considered humid, they are considered a dry environment. A savanna is also considered somewhat dry, so it's one of these two. The Pampas. The author of Utopia is Voltaire. I don't know, actually. I don't think it's Voltaire, actually. Yeah, I don't think it's Voltaire. Stendhal. Thomas More. That sounds very American and very utopian. My apologies if it's not you. It is you. Okay. Oh, crap. Spamming X again. If you take 6 beetles and 8 spiders, how many legs would you have in total? Beetles have 6, so that's 36. Spiders have 8, that's 64. So 64 plus 36 equals 100. Garibaldi. Neat. What was the capital of the Confederacy? That was Richmond, Virginia. Johnson. Noble gas is argon. Pachelbel. Who was the oldest world heavyweight champion in boxing? Is there a guy named Balrog? I think there actually was a guy named Balrog, wasn't there? George Foreman in his grill. The 3 Baltic countries are Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. What island was Napoleon born on? Corsica. Lunds. Washington, D.C. How many added to a combination of 8? I think I've done this one before. It's 4 or 6, I believe. Because you have 2 and 6. You have 3 and 5. You have 4 and 4. Then you have 4 and 4 again. And then you have 5 and 3. And then you have 6 and 2. Wait, is that 5 or is it? It's 5, okay. Do you count duplicates? The way it counts those is really weird to me. Who started 1996 movie Evita? Madonna? Okay, it was Madonna. Fjord. Basilia. What is the tilt of the Earth's axis? Is it 35.6? Is it 23.5? Knew it was one of those two. Octopus. Which of these items was used to cast votes with in 6th century BC Athens? That sounds like something pottery shards would be used for. Underground aqueducts of Iran. Do I look Iranian to you? Karizu. Fagara. Kanat. Yeah, sure. Wadi or whatever. Which of the following has the same base element as graphite? Graphite is carbon, right? So this would be diamond? Which of these takes its name from the sun? Helium. Helos. The Sumerians. What is the title of Janis Joplin's posthumous album? Was it Sapphire? Was it Pearl? The American president who resigned over, that would be Nixon. Vega. Largest lake is Caspian Sea. What year did 1863? Approximate radius of the Earth is 4,000. Who was the first singer heard in the USA for Africa's We Are the World? I don't know. I don't think it was either of these two. I'm still gonna go by down the list. I bet it's Lionel Richie. I think he was actually a different question, actually. That's why I'm thinking it was him. Oh, it is him, though. First. How many Alright, guys. How many pencils are there in one gross? My guess is 144. I was right. How many eyes does a whirligig beetle have? I don't know what a whirligig beetle is, but I'm guessing it's that one from Pokemon. Scolipede. Not Scolipede. Is it 4? Dostoevsky. Petrushka. Peretroit. Whatever. India. Alright. I need to fail this question because I didn't get this all in one go. What is the title of Huey and Lewis's 96 album of sports, I believe? Wait, I was supposed to fail it. Crap, hold on. I have to go through it again. I want to go through it without actually having to rely on my save states. The Sepoy Rebellion. Haley's comment. Was this 76 or 66? 76, okay. Why do I do this to myself? Was it the saxophone? No. Maybe it was the bass. Skiing. Meat. Apollo 11. The Revolutionary War. Fire. This one was 1981. 13. Brasilia. Lenin. Camera. Austria. Chicago. And before there's 200 question comments. 30. Etruscans. Lucille. Cricket. 375 AD. Ampere. This one was the ears. 1789. Caspian Sea. Pluto. Confused myself for that one. 144 pencils are one gross. A musical instrument. Soccer. 100. Pachel Bell. Shrimp. Dollar. Which of these countries is not a member of the Quadruple Alliance? How am I still finding new questions? No more new questions. No more. Stop it. I don't even know what the Quadruple Alliance is. What time period was this? Wait, what? Oh, I loaded the wrong state. Hey, hold on. What is the Quadruple Alliance? Italy? You mean to tell me Prussia, Austria, and Russia were all in an alliance at one point? That sounds stupid to me. Nope, fuck! That was me spamming wrong answers, obviously. Ignore me. I know it's Stockholm. It's 4 for that one. Lake Titicaca. Oh shit! I keep spamming. No, screw it. We already messed up anyway. Fire. England. Istanbul. Brasilia. We Are the World was Lionel Richie. Russia, Austria, Russia, and Britain, apparently. What? That is a crazy alliance. I never heard of that one before. Camera. 1815s? Really? Oh, it was against Napoleon. That makes more sense. I didn't think about that. Yeah, the French. Okay, Hertz, Iranian Revolution. That was the USA's, wasn't it? Ah, I think that's a trick question, though. I think it was the British. No, it's the USA's. It was the USA's, yeah. The Dalai Lama. The Ratu. Gorbachev. Etruscans. Reconquista. 375 AD. Ford. I'm not even looking at the questions now. I'm just looking at the answers. Oh, I don't know this one. This is the first time I've seen this one. What was the first song recorded by Edison on the phonograph? I don't care anymore, guys. This is the last time we're doing this. Mary Had a Little Lamb. I don't have time to do this, to continue on. I'm not supposed to be streaming today, but then I was like, oh, I'm not going to be streaming for the rest of the week, so I need to stream today, since I do have a little bit of time. I do have to end in like 15 minutes. Definitely not Chopin. I think I learned this question's answer last time. I think it was it Wagner? I'm just gonna go down. I'm gonna go down the list. Schumann? It was Wagner. It was Wagner. I should have just gone with what I thought it was. Okay. Russia. Bicycle. Pig. This is a new question I've never seen before. I've never heard of these two. Augite? Biotite? Is it made out of life? Wait, I did undo again. Huh? Is quartz white? I thought quartz was like purple. Huh. I guess I'm just dumb. Johnson. Vega. Augustus. He was 20, I believe. Yep. Who starred in 19... That was Madonna. Edith of Milan. India. I'm gonna throw my controller. It's the 1096, but... Why am I still finding new questions, guys? Why am I still seeing new questions? Harry. This woman doesn't even know have an answer sheet either. To double check, she just knows. She's like 10,000 years in the future, too. Odd of getting 9 is 1 in 9. Graphite. Base element as graphite. What is graphite? Graphite is carbon, right? So it's diamonds. What do you buy at the butcher shop? Meat. A trumpet is a musical instrument. Let me go ahead and save state again just in case I screw this up somehow. Spam X too many times. Axis. King of the Beast. I keep wanting to read as King of the Beatles. $1939. A movie. Cassette deck. That was Nixon. A Mistral. I know that one from the last stream too. 76 questions, or 76 years, I mean. Oh, another new question! Another new question! Why? The edict issued in 1598 that granted freedom to the Huguenots was Edict of one of these two, I think. I don't know. Maybe it was the Entente. Entente is French. Huguenots is also French. No, it's not. Okay. Henry sounds like a cool dude. Now, this is a question I remember from the last stream. I do not remember the answer to it. I think it's the down cork. Alright, never mind. I think it's the bottom cork. Never mind. The heaviest one's on top, apparently. That makes sense, I guess. Pottery shards. Crocodiles, use them as weights. 13! What family does the sequoia, the tallest tree in the world, belong to? I don't know. Is it cedar? I want to say it's a cedar tree. I can't believe I got that right. If you go in there, what are the odds that both will end up even? As 1 in 4. I wasn't. Frick. I didn't read the question at all. I was looking down at chat and just pushing X. If you sever one of the starfish's arm, what happens to the arm? It grows into a new starfish, doesn't it? Revolutionary War. Which nation built a wall dividing East Germany? No, I think that's a trick question. World's largest waterfall. Is it by volume of water or is it by tallest? I don't know what the tallest is, but I think Niagara is the one that has the largest volume of water, right? Sutherland? Iguacu? What is Iguacu? I've never heard of Iguacu. Which of the following animals is not a hermaphroditic species? The woodlouse. I don't know what a woodlouse is, but it's a woodlouse. I think it was granite, right? Yeah. Richmond. 100. Electric current. 1840. Which of these is the hardest? I don't know. I'm sorry, but I'm not a geologist. I need to make some more VTuber friends and see if any of them know this stuff. Call a friend for my, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire stream. Let's see, which of the following is hardest? Topaz, crystal, ruby, or fluorite? Is it ruby? Topaz, you would be wrong, Einhard. I'm sorry. How many discs are in Bruce Springsteen's live performance, The Live? Why am I seeing more and more new questions? 10? 7? Is it a lot or is it a little? It's 5. I bet it's 5. I knew it was 5. I answered this question last time, I think, actually. How many times is the number 1 used between 10 and 11? I think it's used 10 times, isn't it? 10, 11 uses 2, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's 11. I'm dumb then, guys. 18. Yeah, this is 1840, 1853. I think it was 1853, right? 1853 was the Crimean War. What city was not included in Britain's 3C policy? More new questions! And I'm in the last 15 questions. How? Why? Cairo, Caracas? No, Caracas. It's Caracas. That's what I meant to choose. I accidentally tapped down one too many times. Caracas, whatever. I'm pressing X too many times, guys. It's not loading fast enough for me. I'm just impatient or something. Caracas. We might get $150 for real. I hope not. Alright, what was this question? What year was this one? That was 1981. What album is a compilation of unreleased Beatles songs? I have no idea. No idea. Ecology? Memory? I hate the Beatles. I don't know the answer to this question. Is it just called Anthology? I hope it's just called Anthology. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. The Anthology is just called an Anthology, guys. You don't drink water during these streams, and it concerns me. I need to. I actually do drink water during my streams. I just don't really think about it sometimes. Speaking of which, let me get some water right now. Well, drink some anyway. Because I already had some. Right next to me. Pits. Hellenistic. Older was, I think, 7 years, or was it 3 years? I don't remember. 5 years. 5? Euro Disneyland is in Paris. Dark Side of the Moon was 1973. Benelux, that is Denmark, is not a Benelux country. And okay, last and certainly not least, the Sepoy Rebellion. Sure, finally, I got it, guys. Definitely did that without safe stating. Hey, I got a sword. I was looking for where I got that, so either I would have to pay for that with 2 million. All right, guys, let's do it again. No, you know what? I don't want to do that again. Kanji great. A grade A great. Alright, let me go get the sword and look at it, but I do need to end the stream pretty soon, in like 5 minutes-ish. Oh, did they rebuild? They did rebuild! Awesome! You guys are welcome. I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of more side quests I need to do in this game. I just spent the last hour and a half doing trivia. What a wonderful stream idea, guys. I do have a video coming out in the next couple of weeks. I won't be able to work on it this week, though, since I won't be at home, really. But, should come out maybe the following week or the week after. Alright, hold on, I want to use it. A video about what? It's a secret. It's actually about an anime. It's about to get its 3rd season in July, so I need to get the video out before then. I already got, like, the video like 99% made. I've already uploaded, like, a basic version of the video onto YouTube, but in private. I wanted to make sure it didn't get any sort of copyright strikes. Correct. You get a cookie, Einhard. A virtual cookie. I want to use my sword. I think this is a, yeah, this is a dungeon, I believe. Did I ever do this dungeon? I think I did, right? Yeah, okay. Let's go test out my sword, guys. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I was trying to stab that thing. He moves forward when he when he swings, so it ends up hurting him because he like runs into the enemy. Oh, the sword goes through the shield? That is not a very good shield now, is it? And I love actually having some, you know... I love having actual HP now. Okay, it's kind of hard to control, but it's kind of cool. have any more energy. I used a whole lot of energy, guys. Oops. Can't grab them with my sword equipped. That's right. Alrighty. Well, I guess we're good then. At least I got the sword now. I still have like, 10 more items I need to go and build. So that's at least 10 more side quests, I believe. But yes, so guys, we'll end the stream here. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Again, I will not be able to stream for the rest of the week, which is why we're streaming today. I will not be at home this week, so yeah. You'll have to find your entertainment elsewhere for this week. I know. You can't live without me, but you'll have to make do. That being said, I thank you all for tuning in. Hope you all enjoyed it, and look forward to either my next stream or the video, whichever one comes out first. Yes, and remember to tell your dad you love him. Do so. Do it right now if you forgot. Alright guys, bye for now.